Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to start with Razor. Rare and better couriers are recommended. However, you can also get max gold after round 15 with a normal courier. The first skill of Razor, Plasma Field, releases a wave of plasma and deal damage to enemies 2 times. 40% damage of this skill will transfer into electric shock stacks. The second skill is Static Link, which helps Razor attack a single enemy and increase its electric shock layers. The ultimate, Eye of the Storm, strikes out at a random monster and add 40% damage as electric shock layers. With the special skill, every attacks of Razor will add 8% of its damage to shock layers, also trigger the electric damage. You can turn on the auto cast for your first skill or use it manually. Turn off for the others. Some good retinues for Razor are Ancient Prowler, Shaman and Black Dragon. With Shaman, you will have an additional illusion which can also use his skills and add more electric stacks. Black Dragon provides attack damage and attack speed for Razor so he can add and trigger more shock damage. Since Razor's skills add electric layers based on its damage, so any retinues that make the enemies receive more damage are useful here. Centaur Conqueror for bonus damage on stunned enemies. Granite Golem for granite layers to add more damage to enemies. Blight Soul for bonus damage on enemies with nearly full health point. Remember to buy a Midas from round 3 to get more money. In current update, some heroes have new abilities to add electric shock layers to the enemies. These layers exist as a debut for 10 seconds, and ignore the enemy's status resistance. Unlike the poison stacks, the duration of electric shock layers are independent. Also, they do not automatically trigger their damage every second like those of poison, but by attacks or spells. Most of electric heroes add shock stacks by their skill. Storm Spirit, Disruptor, and Zeus add these stacks by their own skills. Some of them add additional stacks based on their intelligence. Arc Warden is similar, however, the number of bonus stacks are based on all of his stats. For Razor, his passive skill adds 8% of damage as electric shock stacks for each attack. This amount isn't useful at the beginning, however, his attacks can trigger additional shock damage. So you should prioritize attack speed for Razor instead of attack damage. His skill also add 40% damage as electric shocks. This can be enhanced by his talents. So basically, you will need attack speed for Razor, since he can trigger additional electric shock damage for each attack. With 6,000 gold, you can buy 3 books for level 11, prioritized his first and third skills. 5 or 6 gloves for attack speed, and a TP to deal more damage when the box goes out of range. If you have more money, you can replace some gloves by Knuckles, or Moon Shard if you are lucky with the treasure. Ascati's Core is good also, since it reduces the enemy's magic armor. Take it if you already have enough attack speed. Turn on auto cast for your skills and you just need to TP when your attack can't reach the box. With Overload 2, I usually have around 40,000 gold.
Your turn.
In the next 5 rounds, you may need an Ethereal Blade or Shiva's Guard to avoid leaking. When playing Razor, I usually buy his items first. I buy the following items for Razor: 1 Eyes of Skadi, Ethereal Blade, Shiva's Guard, 2 Moon Shards and 1 Manta. You should save the Manta until the box appears for maximize your damage. Buy those items first, and spend your spare gold for rolling. Also, take the left talent for boost damage for his first skill. If you have good courier, you can take the right one, since it doesn't matter. Maybe Razor can only kill the easy boss here, so summon it if you can find some good items or gold. Required soldier is Alpha Wolf. You don't need to upgrade him to level 3, just 2 is enough. Also Eidolon and Undead Walrus for round 15. Then, you can find any normal soldier that you want. Some recommends are 2 melee and ranged creeps. Although their buff do not affect Razor, they are easy to find, and useful for most of lineups build later. Take Ogre Frost Mage if you have Ogre Bruiser, since its passive skill increase the magical damage. Another way to build Razor is physical. If you have Centaur as his retinue, you can find Hellbear and Hellbear Smasher. However, you may need to change your items. Here, I bought magical items for Razor, so I didn't take Hellbear Smasher. Actually, Razor's attacks add electric shock to the enemies, but it's not useful at 8% during these rounds. However, these attacks can trigger the electric damage. In early game, most of electric shock layers come from Razor's skills. So attack speed items are better than those of attack damage. You should save your Manta for the box round, don't let Razor use it before the boxes appear. Just turn on your auto cast and wait until he used Manta. You need to use Razor and his 2 illusions so that each one attacks on each box separately. By this way, the electric damage will trigger for all the box. Usually, you will get around 160,000 gold from this round. More gold if you have good retinues.
The calm before the storm.
Normally, you need around 85,000 gold for your items. However, you can move your Moon Shards and Manta from Razor to Eidolon to save your money. In the following 5 rounds, you just need to find Eidolon and Undead Walrus level 3. After finishing your lineup, you can buy orchids, blood thorns, and attack speed items for Undead Walrus. Try to use your orchids and blood thorns alternatively to get max gold in this round. Thank you for watching my video. Hope that you can also get max gold with Razor.